This is Bobby Kraft, and I'm coming to you live on SNNLive at the SeeThruEquity 4th Annual Investor Conference 2015 in New York City. With me right now is Pat Scheller from Viveve Medical. The symbol is VIVMF. Pat, welcome to SNNLive.
Thank you, Bobby. It's a pleasure to be here. I appreciate you having us.
It's my pleasure to have you here. So let's start off with like a little overview on Viveve Medical.
Great. Well, Viveve Medical is a women's health company. We were founded by the same founder as Thermage Medical, and we are focused on treating the condition of vaginal laxity, which occurs primarily after childbirth.
Okay, so let's get into it a little bit more. What is the treatment? Is it a medical device that will treat the patients, or is it a topical treatment?
The Viveve procedure is in fact a medical procedure done with a device, and it's used in a physician's office and typically will take less than 30 minutes and is painless, minimally invasive, and allows the woman to return to her normal activities immediately after treatment.
And is it a one-time thing, or can the woman come back as many times as necessary?
Great question. We know that the effect of the procedure lasts for at least 1 year based upon our clinical studies and is likely to last several years beyond that. However, some women will desire to have a second or third procedure later. It will depend upon her own condition, the recommendations of her doctor, and how she believes the procedure will help her.
And what's the size of the market? Because, actually before I get to that, I want to say that this is a non-cosmetic procedure. So can you perhaps get into the competition between what you're doing versus maybe what others are doing from a cosmetic side, and why yours potentially could be more effective?
Right, we are definitely not a cosmetic procedure. We are a procedure that works at the cellular level. We actually generate new collagen in the tissue by exposing it to radiofrequency energy. That radiofrequency energy actually stimulates the fibroblasts in the tissue to release new collagen, which over 30 to 90 days remodels and rejuvenates the tissue. So we are not a cosmetic surgery. We're not there to make the appearance different or do any sort of surgical change to the tissue. We're here to restore sexual function and sexual satisfaction to a woman's relationship.
So in a sense, it's very interesting. You bring up a memory I had of when we did an interview with a company, and what they were saying is they're helping women with pregnancy issues. And what they did is they did a biopsy to shake up the system in a sense, and 11 out of 12 women then got pregnant. Is this a similar concept in the sense that you're trying to activate the system again so that it can rejuvenate?
That's an excellent question, because what we are doing is actually stimulating the body's natural response to generating new tissue. When you're born, your body develops collagen naturally. It's what keeps your skin supple and young looking. And what we're doing is basically eliciting that same response in vaginal introital tissue to rejuvenate it and bring it back to a more youth-like state.
And what's the size of the market? How many women are considering doing this procedure?
Actually, when you look at the size of the market, here in the U.S. we've done market research, and we know that 1 in 2 women are impacted by the condition of vaginal laxity after childbirth. So if you look just at the U.S., we think it represents about a $2 billion market opportunity for Viveve. If you look on a global scale, that number's over $7 billion, so it's quite a large market.
And currently, where can you do the procedure?
The procedure is not yet available in the United States. We are seeking regulatory approval through the FDA. It is available right now in Canada. We have Health Canada approval. It's available in Japan through the Physician's Import License. And we have our CE mark for Europe So we are available in all European countries, and we're currently in the middle of signing distribution agreements with a number of distributors around the world to start offering this product and procedure in 2015.
So I'm going to get one last question before I get into what you're looking forward to in 2015. Is I'm curious as to the clinical measure of the effectiveness. You know, not only the restoration, but also for potentially the sensitivity. Can you comment on that?
Yes, the way we test this product in the clinic is through patient-reported outcomes. So, like pain medication, this is a subjective outcome, and the patient's response to various questions are what's used to judge the outcome. And what we've found is that there are a number of validated questionnaires acceptable to regulatory bodies around the world, and we are using those in, right now, a randomized, sham-controlled, blinded clinical trial that's undergoing enrollment in both Europe and Canada.
About midway through 2015. We're heading towards the end of 2015, going into 2016. What can we expect from Viveve?
Well, I think what you'll see from Viveve is that we are launching into several new countries in 2015 and 16. We will be seeking our regulatory approval in the US, and we expect to have a lot of announcements in the future about the uptake of the technology in all these different regions.
And where can I go and find out more information about Viveve Medical?
You can visit our website at viveve.com, and that's VIVEVE.com.
You heard it here, folks. That's www.viveve.com. Again, my name is Bobby Kraft, and I'm here live on SNNLive at the SeeThruEquity 4th Annual Investor Conference 2015 in New York City. With me again has been Pat Scheller from Viveve Medical, VIVMF. Pat, thank you so much for coming on to SNNLive.
Thank you, Bobby. It was a pleasure.